Hello, everyone. My name is James Byrne. My topic is flex schedules and why they should be implemented today. All right, so if I told you about a job where you could work whenever and wherever you wanted to, that sounds pretty good, right? Well, that's exactly what a flex schedule is. So, flex schedule is whenever an employer gives employees the opportunity to work when and where they want. So, why use a flex schedule? Well, studies show that flex schedules give many benefits to both employees and employers. All right, so some current issues that warrant the use of flex schedules. So American workers currently can't maintain a work-life balance. This is supported by a Cornell study that states that 1 out of every 3 American workers have to work on weekends off the clock compared to 1 out of 5 in other developed countries. And also 1 out of every 4 American workers has to work at night off the clock compared to 1 out of 14 in other developed countries. So this reveals a labor habit issue we have where we're making it increasingly difficult for American workers to maintain a work-life balance. Also, the American Working Conditions Survey states that over a quarter of American workers feel like they don't have enough time to do their job. So needless to say, there needs to be some kind of reformation to the American business scheduling. All right, so the nature of work. Labor sociologist Dr. Hee-Jung Chung did a presentation on flex schedules, and she was talking about the nature of work and how we've evolved to how we work today. So work started off as agriculture, which was seasonal, so you can only plant and harvest seasonally, and then industrialization happened, and that's when everyone started working in factories. And so when you worked in a factory, the rhythm of work was the rhythm of the machine. So you were a part of the machine, like in a conveyor belt, where everyone's work was part of the group's work. So everyone came to work at the same time, everyone left work at the same time, everyone went to break on the same time, everything. And the interesting thing about this, though, is that people who didn't work in the factories, like people who had an office job or something like that, they also kind of had the same uniform manner of working. So everyone was in rows of desks, like everyone was a unit, and everyone went to work, left work, did everything at the same time. But the issue with this is that in the past few decades, how technology has advanced, work doesn't have to be in a confined space anymore. So work isn't in some database that you can only access at the office. Technology gives us the luxury of accessing it whenever and wherever we want to. And managers have realized recently that if you don't confine workers in a small space at a certain time, then there would actually be more productivity from them, which leads me to the next slide, productivity. So studies have shown that the implementation of flex schedules promotes more productivity from employees. So like an example of this, my name is Jim Goodnight, who's the CEO of a business analytics company. In 2009, there was a recession, and he stated that year that he was going to have 0 layoffs and actually had a 2.2% increase in revenue, which is absurd at the time. And Jim credits all this to his employee ethics. So he states that it should just be common sense to treat all your employees with respect and give them freedom because he knows that it reciprocates goodwill from them. So Jim Goodnight stated that I trust that my workers will get their work done because I let them take care of their life. And so Jim's company has a turnover rate of 3% compared to the industry average of 22%, which that statistic alone kind of shows how he has that employee loyalty because of his employee freedom that he gives them. All right, so in conclusion, I think that because of today's current world with technology, I feel that flex schedules better align with work today. I feel that the system that we have for work with the uniform manner like the factories is outdated, and I don't feel like we have to use that system anymore. And I think that flex schedules will be the future of employment.